So when you take leadership, for instance, we're not going to get the tradespeople to, read 400-page books and then create a summary and then mentor a bunch of people underneath them. EOS has written a book called How to Be a Great Boss, and it's based on a couple of principles. There's 5 management principles and there's 5 leadership principles, and I won't go through them today, but everyone that sees that diagram understands very clearly that, oh, you mean I have to give clear expectations to the people beneath me, and then I have to ask them if they understand those expectations, and then I might need to give them more of my time and resources before it sinks in. And so that's a simplistic way of looking at management and leadership that doesn't require a lot of effort. It simply requires common sense, and that's what most tradespeople have. And that's why I love, working with clients, in the construction industry, because the egos aren't real big. I think most people are down to earth. They've pulled themselves up from their bootstraps, or they've been mentored by somebody like that. And it's a great environment to be able to create leaders and better employees in your business if you just simplify what leadership and management looks like.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like it's an area where you can just dominate if you want to come in and do the right thing as a business owner, put the right processes in place. I love EOS. I think EOS is one of the most simplest ways to just have a framework of what your business should look like. Like it's not complicated. It's easy to go do, and it's very implementable. Like you can get the ball rolling on this stuff and start to really figure out where your business is at and who better yet, like as the business owner, you can figure out what kind of leader are you? Where do you fall in that cycle? And like you had said, that's one of the most important things we have to do is we have to start to understand who we are before we can really lead anybody.
Right. And that's where most of my work begins, is I work with business owners who either are missing that second in command, that integrator that can run the day to day. And I only come in on a fractional basis, which means that I'm going to come in and reinforce the EOS tools they're already on, either being taught by an EOS implementer, and then there's many companies that do self-implement, but being able to come in as that integrator to model for that visionary owner what a good second in command looks like, that is not afraid to have difficult conversations with people on the leadership team, that's not afraid to call people out, but in a kind way. And I think that's the key, right? A lot of times we generalize in the construction trades and we talk about a lot of hot-tempered, emotional people that end up yelling at each other and fighting in the parking lot. And that's not quite accurate, but it does get to that level many times, especially as you go down the ladder of the organization. And so what EOS tries to help us understand is that, back when Gino created this whole model, he was the first one to say, these aren't all my ideas. I took the best ideas from the best business books at the time, and I repackaged them. And I repackaged them in a way that resonates with owners who reach that level of, I want to say, complexity in their business, where they're tired of not having enough free time. They're tired of not having enough profit to put back into their business.